based on attention, the currency of the 20th century. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Have you ever wondered why all social media platforms are completely free to use and yet they're worth billions? What do they sell to be worth so much? They sell you. You are the product. You are what they are selling. Your data, your viewing habits, what you are likely to buy, what you're paying attention to. Attention is a currency. It is the currency of the 20th century. You might not think your attention and data is worth much, but it really is. Haven't you ever been scared by seeing an ad on Instagram about a product that you were just talking about in real life? The platform knows who you are. They know what your interests are. So they sell ad space to businesses to target you for online shopping. And it works. All of these platforms operate a business model that profits from your attention. They have software developers split testing and optimizing the platform to ensure that you stay on it, mindlessly scrolling for as long as possible. Because the longer you are on the platform, the more ads you will see, and therefore the more money they make. So if these businesses are profiting billions from our attention, surely our attention is valuable, and therefore we should reserve it for ourselves. What you pay attention to is what defines you as a person. If you pay attention to your health and fitness, you will become a fit person. If you pay attention to learning and education, you will become an intelligent person. So what kind of person will you become if you pay attention to social media? A dopamine detox essentially conserves your attention for the activities that you actually want to put it into. This refocus of attention is a skill. It's something we have to learn, practice, and develop. All around us is things that crave our attention, but being able to reserve your attention to the things that matter to you is difficult, but it is extremely rewarding. When you're on a dopamine detox, you withdraw attention away from instant gratification activities like video games and Netflix and social media, and instead put that same attention onto delayed gratification activities. You'll learn how to carry out a dopamine detox in the later parts of this class, but for now, just think about how valuable that would be to you. How much time are we spending on these things that aren't really giving us much fulfillment? Imagine putting that into your personal growth instead. Currency, like money, time, attention, should be either spent on things that give us a lot of enjoyment or invested into our growth. Now, if you're really enjoying something like playing video games, then that's completely fine. Time enjoyed is not time wasted. The problem comes when you aren't really even enjoying the things that you spend your time on. It seems like we pointlessly scroll on social media or watch Netflix and we still feel somewhat bored. Sometimes there's a nugget of fun, something exciting, but for the majority of time that we put into these things, it doesn't really pay off. The dopamine detox lifestyle is all about finding out these things that aren't really that fun so that we can replace them with things that actually better our lives and our future. So it's a win-win. I hope this lecture on attention being the most valuable currency was interesting to you. I was personally fascinated when I was doing the research for this lecture. Now, in the next lecture, we're going to be talking about the true cost. What is the major downsides to our misplaced attention? That's very, very important. So go ahead and go watch the next lecture right now. If you watch this lecture right to the end, you'll have the skills and knowledge to carry out your own dopamine detox to skyrocket your productivity. Now, there's two different kinds of dopamine detox. There's a 24-hour dopamine detox, almost like a challenge, and a long-term dopamine detox, which you aim to stick to for months or even longer. Let's start with the 24-hour challenge. Now, for this, you're going to choose a day that you would be somewhat fine not doing instant gratification activities. So this means no Netflix, no video games, no scrolling on your phone. The only time you can use your computer and phone is for important work or emergencies. That might seem very hard, but don't worry, you'll have lots of other things to do, and I am sure you'll feel grateful for this experience. Let's say this Sunday, from the moment of waking up, you completely focus on delayed gratification activities. As we mentioned, these are the somewhat hard and uncomfortable habits and activities that lead to long-term results. I'll give you a few examples. So you wake up on Sunday and straight away you meditate for 5 minutes. You then go and exercise to wake yourself up fully, and then you have a healthy, nutritious breakfast. That means no cereal. I would go with eggs and wholemeal toast. Spend the rest of the day learning, reading, working on a skill, on your business, a new craft. Learn a new song on your instrument. Learn to cook a new nutritious meal. Do cold calls and try to sell something. Learn to code. Journal your thoughts. Write and plan performance-based goals. Do the chores you've been putting off, like replacing the bed sheets and cleaning your room. Exercise again, go for a walk, talk to strangers, meditate again, you catch my drift. Do the somewhat uncomfortable work that will make your life better tomorrow.